I'm really most embarrassed. I've no opening song to sing. I searched around both high and low and couldn't find a thing. I tried to get some novelty to introduce my act, but the city held no ditty I could use, and that's a fact. And I just roamed around, having my ups, having my downs, having my ups and downs. No song I found. So you see that my position puts me in a spot that's wrong. For how can I begin my act without an opening song?
Hello. Yes? What? Who? Oh, it's Irving Berlin calling, and he wants to speak to you.
Irving Berlin, really? Gee, that's a piece of luck. Wait until he hears about the way that I am stuck. Hello, Irving, darling. Gee, I'm glad you called. I had no opening song to sing. I just stood here and stalled. Have you some suggestions? Gee, that's an idea. I'll try, dear. Play Afraid of You. Many thanks for calling. I believe you saved the day. Goodbye, Irving, darling. Jack, go ahead and play. On my mind, you're always on my mind. I think of you, that's all I do. Happiness will come along, I guess, but I'm not sure of you, I must confess. I'd love to love you, my baby, but I'm afraid of you. I'm for you, adore you, baby, but I'm afraid of you. I must fess up to you. You're too good to be true. Assure me and cure me, baby, 'cause I'm afraid of you. There's something I'd like to tell you, but I'm afraid of you. I'd like to tell you I love you, but I'm afraid of you. Your lips I've never kissed. Oh, gee, think what I've missed. I'm for you, adore you, baby, but I'm afraid of you. My dearest friends can't comprehend why I'm just as happy as can be. Honey and I barely get by, but I wouldn't swap with Queen Marie. Oh, we ain't got dough, and oh, there ain't no paint on the bungalow. What of it? We love it. We wear old clothes, we wear old shoes. We don't eat nothing but Irish stews. What We don't need Persian rugs to put our tootsies on, as long as there's a stove to warm our footsies on. At 9 p.m. we lock the door. We've got each other and nothing more. What of it? We love it. Poor as a mouse, but in our house you find lots and lots of happiness, sunshine or rain. We don't complain if we ain't got more. We do on less. We bought a car, and how it squeaks. $1 down every 7 weeks. What of it? We love it. We hang our wash upon a tree. The neighbors give it the raspberry. What of it? We love it. Our next door neighbors are the kindest hearted souls. They never holler when they miss the milk and rolls. We write out checks in white and black. We send them out, but they bounce right back. What of it? We love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boys have had a very heated argument as to who is the hottest man in the band, and we've decided to let you folks be the judges.
Is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? And if you know her, I'm sure to me, Donna, with the Dixie are blazing, how I love to sit gazing right into the eyes of Dinah Lee. I every night, wide and wide, shake with pride, just because my Dinah's dynamite. Put it up to China, if she wanted to China, I'd hop an ocean, an ocean, an ocean. Put it up to Puppy Baba, Baba, Baba.
You'll be feeling better soon, better soon. Take off your hat, close off your flat, get out and get under the moon. Look at the stars above. Look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you gotta do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Take off your hat, close off your flat, get out and get under the moon. What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Don't know what to do, read a book, play a game. Every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep on feeling blue? My advice is good to take and easier to do. I said it's easier to do. When you're living right and you're feeling out of tune, all you gotta do, pick up your hat, close off your flat. Get under the moon. I'm singing underneath the bright silvery sky. You'll be feeling better soon. All you gotta do, pick up your hat, close off your flat. Get under the moon. Just listen while I tell you. Look at the stars above. Look at those ladies up. Give me a light and show me near the silvery moon. All that you gotta do when you're out of tune. Me. Pick up your hat, close off your flat, go out and get under the moon.
Arabella lived upon a farm beside a stream of water. Of course, it wasn't Arabella's fault, but she was a farmer's daughter. Now, Arabella used to milk the cows and feed the pigs and chickens. And if any little thing went wrong, why, she didn't raise the dickens. Because Arabella didn't mind. Arabella didn't care. Now, Arabella wasn't the sort of a girl that would rave and tear her hair. Now, the only time she ever said no was when she didn't hear what the man said. But she didn't give a darn, because Arabella was so simple, and she lived down on a farm. Now, Arabella took a trip to go into the city. Of course, it wasn't Arabella's fault, but she was extremely pretty. And just as she reached the tunnel, she was thinking of home and sister, when the chap in front of her leaned over the seat and kissed her. But Arabella didn't mind. Arabella didn't care. Now, Arabella wasn't the sort of a girl that would rave and tear her hair. Now, just as the chap leaned over the seat, she took his watch and charm. And Arabella was so simple, and she lived down on a farm. Now, Arabella took a motor trip along a road so pretty. They motored to a country inn, a long ways from the city, when suddenly the car broke down, and say, it was a sight. But the chap turned red and bashfully said, I guess we'll have to stay here all night. But Arabella didn't mind. Arabella didn't care. Now, Arabella wasn't the sort of a girl that would rave and tear her hair. Now, the chap introduced her as his sister to save her from all harm. Arabella has an income now. She should worry about the farm. And Arabella was so simple, and she lived down on a farm. Now, once there was a traveling man, a bold, bad traveling man. I was stopping in a one-horse town. Now, he was feeling mighty blue, and I suppose you would have too. So he phoned a stable and said, please send a horse right down. Then he drove out in the country, and in a pasture fair, he saw a maiden milking on a stool. So he beckoned her and asked her for a drink. Well, she said, I'll go ask my ma, and she left him sitting there just like a fool. Mother, she said, dear mother, there's a traveling man out here, and he's asked me for a glass of milk. So what shall I do, my dear?
Well, if he's a traveling man,
she said,
you know what you should do. Come right in the house this minute, and you bring that cow in too.
Now, once said the little man, and his rod in line he took, and he said, I'm going a-fishing in the neighboring brook. And at a chance, a little maiden was walking out that day, and so they met in the usual way. Then he sat down beside her, and an hour or two went by, but still on that grassy brink his rod in line did lie. I thought she shyly whispered that you'd be fishing all the day, and he was, in the usual way. Then he gravely took his rod in hand and threw the line about, but the fish perceived distinctly that he was not looking out. And he said, sweetheart, I love you, but she said she couldn't stay, but she did, in the usual way. And day by day beside the stream they wandered to and fro, and day by day the fishes swam securely down below. So this little story ended, as such little stories may. Very much in the usual way. Well, 2 years have passed since their wonderful wedding day, and you're wondering if he still loves her in the usual way. Does he love her? Oh, well, I should say. For this is what she sings around the house each day. Beulah. And now my story's ended, for there's nothing more to say, except that they're growing older in the usual way. And as they sit in the summer, in the cool evening breeze, they vow they will love each other always, just like...
and gentlemen, I am not going to sing Ramona. Down in the town where I was born, there lived a gal named Sally Green. She were the sippin'est gal you ever did see saw. Why, the sippin'est gal you ever seen. Sip inside her through a great big straw. She was the sippin'est gal you ever saw sip. She sipped first and I sipped last. She sipped the most 'cause she sipped so fast. Sip inside her through a great big straw. The sippin'est gal you ever saw. That gal could really, really, really sip. Now I miss my sip. I miss my pip. I miss my M. I double, double S. I double sip I pie, sip I pip. I miss my sip I pie. I miss my sip I pip pip. I miss my M. I double, double S. I double sip I double pip. I double miss my sip I pie. I'm talking about Mississippi choo-choo train. You're gonna take me home again. I like to see that steam when you stand there puffing. Just exactly like the icing on Mama's muffin. Blow your whistle, ring your bell. Pull down your throttle and run like boop-a-did-doo, boop-a-did-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo, ba-doo-da-da-dee-dum, boo-ba-da-da-da. I'm talking about Mississippi choo-choo train. You're gonna rest my tired old brain. Sure gonna be a long time before I'm worth enough to buy a ticket in an old upper berth. Then you gonna take me to heaven on earth. Mississippi choo-choo train. I'm talking about Mississippi choo-choo train. Oh, ba-da-doo-doo-da-ba-doo-doo-doo. Ba-ba-did-bo-da-dee-da-doo-doo. Sa-da-boom-bo-boom. Bo-da-dee-da-da. Bo-da-da-da-dee-doo-dee-da. No, no drinks today. Bo-ba-da-da-da-dee-da-bo-da-dee-da. Muddy water around my feet. Muddy water in the street. That's a dirty song, boo. I'm talking about Mississippi. To sing a song entitled Bananas Do Not Make Very Good Shoes, but oh, what slippers. Now I'm going to get very serious and sing a serious song, a little song entitled The Indian Laugh Song from Minnehaha. Indian. Yes, sir, it was way out there on the western plains. There lived a great big bunch of Indian chains. I'm talking about Minnie. I'm talking about Minnie. Why, there was a gal out there. There was a gal out there by the name of Laughing Water. Laughing water. To ripple, dripple, drop, drop, drop. To trickle, trickle, trick, trick, trick. Niagara Falls, dee-da. Said, oh, great big Chief Hokum. Why, I said, great big Chief Hokum, smoke 'em, don't you dare to touch 'em. He said to Minnie one day, he said, looky here, Minnie. Honey, I've chased you for the longest time, trying to find out if you're going to be mine. I done asked your pappy, your mammy, your sister, your brother, boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now you listen to me a minute and listen to what I got to tell you, Minnie. Huh? Honey, if you'll only be my little bride, someday we're going to have a great big tribe of little bitty... A great big tribe of little bitty, oh, da-da-doo, da-da-doo, ba-ba-doo, da-da-da-da-da, boom, an imitation of a horse coming down the stretch. The same horse with a broken leg. The same horse with two broken legs. The same horse with three broken legs. 1, 2, 3, kick. The same horse with 4 broken legs. Why, you don't mean to tell me, boy, that you came all the way on 4 broken legs? Oh, what you... Oh, don't you do, don't you do, oh, in my blue heaven, oh, then you come back to the old dressing room, and there you are, all worn out, tired. You get a letter from your sweetheart. She has forsaken. And you put on that makeup and you go down on the stage. You have to act. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. Clown laugh. I'm talking about...
one I adore. Though broken heart and blue, I'd rather cry over you than smile at somebody
Back in sweetheart days of yore, in 1863, there was one whom I adored, who came a-courting me. Each night at 8 at the garden gate, he'd seek my hand and heart, then sing for me this melody. As the time grew near to part, there'll never be a sweeter story ever told than I love you. There'll never be another way for one to say I love you. Time may fly and the years go by, and the sighs will change, it's true, but there'll never be a sweeter story ever told than I love you. How well I remember when we would go riding, the horse knew the way, and he'd slowly walk home. Today it is different when girlies go riding, now they're the ones who slowly walk home. My beau would call on Wednesday night with ways and manners so polite. He'd wait for me while I was primping up. I would have an awful tussle trying to arrange and fix my bustle so that it would not look too stuck up. Oh, believe me, those days were the best, you'll agree. One small drink was enough, we were taught. But today when the ladies go out to have tea, they say, come on, let's finish the court. When a body met a body, they would dance with grace. Now a body drags a body all around the place. It was so entrancing with the steps they used to do. Now when you have finished dancing, your body is black and blue. Time may fly and the years go by, and the styles will change, it's true, but there'll never be a sweeter story ever told than I love you. When I was 7 years of age, I used to go to school. And when it came to spelling, oh, I was awful as a rule. I couldn't spell a single word where S's was concerned, but I strived to overcome my lisp, and success came in return. Now that word Mississippi, that was awful hard to spell, but now I will convince you I can spell it and spell it well. M-I-S-S-I-S S-I-P-P-I. That used to be so hard to spell. It used to make me cry. But since I study spelling, it's just like pumpkin pie. M-I-S-S-I-S S-I-P-P-I. M-I-S-S-I-S but since I studied spelling, it's just like pumpkin pie. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Under the southern moon, where love was soft as spoon, he left her there. He went away to roam, he's craving now to go home. And though he missed her right from the start, he didn't know she was breaking his heart. He's learned a lesson, today I heard him say, heartbreak and Creole rose, the dear old Southland knows, no sweeter flower grows in Dixieland. When the stars begin to shine, that's when I start to pine for eyes that shine so bright, black as night. How I yearn to return. What makes Louisiana dear to my heart? It's just because I know that you're down among the fields of sugar cane. I'm coming home again, heartbreaking Creole rose. I'm on my way, heartbreaking Creole rose. The dear old Southland knows, no sweeter flower grows in Dixieland. When the sun begins to shine, that's when I start to pine for eyes that shine so bright, black as night. How I yearn to return. What makes Louisiana dear to my heart? It's just because I know that you're down among the fields of sugar cane. I'm coming home again, heartbreaking Creole rose. I'm on my way.
Well, I just have a nice Italian meal.
You eat spaghetti.
Ah, no, you fool. I have big plate pasta vazul.
Pasta vazul. What does that mean?
Why, that's noodles with the navy beans.
Oh, something deep. A very good dish.
You make among business. You know what bishi.
Pasta vazula, that's the stuff you want to eat. Pasta vazula,
That's just the can be beef.
fresh sandy pasto,
That's an appetizer fine.
and when you finish, some Italian wine. Pasta vazula,
Make it dinner, make you fat. Pasta vazula, like this, like that. So please take my advice. If you want something nice, don't be a fool. Eat pasta vazula. What makes Babe Ruth strong with the bat? And makes a little jockey skinny like that? What makes Tony knock a heeny off his feet? Pasta vazula, 'cause that's all he ever eat. What makes Ty Cobb get the umpire's goal? And his back say Columbus take a boat. What made Lindbergh fly across the sea? What makes the Whopper speak family? Pasta Azula, that's the stuff you want to eat. Pasta Azula, that's juice that can be beat. If you got a kids 2, 3, 4, and you think you like to have a couple of more, don't be a fool. It's pasta Azul. Little song about the girl. Oi, 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 there's no more joy. I'm broke again. Confidentially, they carboned me. No, the market didn't collapse. I didn't shoot crepes. Pinochle affects my brain. Horses I don't play neither. I'm an international feeder. You know what got me? Hungry women. Hungry women. I feed them and weep. Oh, they make me dig deep. Oh, those meal hounds. Why, they eat like real hounds. I fill them with steak, but I can't get a break. They got cute faces, cute figures, but that's not the question. What I want is a girl with a cute indigestion. Hungry women. Hungry women. I feed them and weep. I'm looking for a mathematician. I want to find someone what counts calories. I'm trying to find the dieting kind. If I want to thrill them, first I gotta fill them. And of course, it's just my luck. They want caviar, turkey, or duck. I took out Miss Cone on Yom Kippur. She should have fasted, of course. The day before, she changed her religion and she ate like a horse. I went to see a magician. He performed marvelous feats. He saw the woman in half, gave me the half that eats. And I feed them and weep.
Smoking on a bunk one night. Something happened, Philly Charlie Young we fly. Someone placed a bunch of firecracker on the him bunk, and it touched the stem, each of them with a piece of light and punk. Charlie jumped up in the air, filled with rage, he started to swear. Hop timing, voicing, boy hung, loy, sui po, yancy go mean. That bunch of clacker explode 'em with a bing bang boom, and so did Charlie Young in him native tongue. With a hop timing, voicing, boy hung, loy honk, a Chinese punk, which means who the hell he put the firecracker under my bunk.
There when I was a little kid, about so high, heaven seemed so far away up in the sky. Little did I think that it was here on earth, in the very land that gave me birth. Oh, the sun shining on the fields of white, the birds make music all day. I mean, way down south in heaven, heaven, the grass growing and your cows are small, as a lane of roses you stray.
while the fireflies lighten up the sky. When the evening is born and the whippoorwill wills from the distant hills wake you up every morn, where they say hello and they mean hello. You get that longing to stay. I mean, way down south in heaven, my home. I can hear the whippoorwill calling to me from the hill. Ain't the wonder that I feel so lonely. I can see that weaving corn, weaving out every morn. Ain't it a wonder that I feel so blue? Oh, the sun shines bright on the fields of white, and the birds sing music all day. You'll hear the birds and the bees that sing sweet melodies like heaven. The grass is tall and your cares are small as the lane of roses you stray. I'm always crooning a tune under the moon in heaven, heaven, where the fireflies and lighten up whole skies. When the evening is born and the whippoorwills from the distant hills wake you up every morn. They say hello when they mean hello. You get that long and want to stay. I mean, way down south in heaven, I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone. Way down south, back home.
Here's Harry. Ladies and gentlemen, it behooves me to tell you that I'm Harry Rose, acting in the capacity of Master of Ceremonies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it behooves me to introduce a very charming bit of femininity, a young lady I know you're going to like, Miss Grace Rogers. Come here to Harry, Grace. She cute? Smile at the ladies and gentlemen. Grace is going to sing a very beautiful song entitled, My Wife is Like an Aeroplane. She's no good on earth.
Now here's good news, no more blues, we down in this town. Maybe you know we do, good news travels around. For a thrill, wait until she passes you by. Now I would say, for reputation that she catch your eye. Who's got children with sweet personality? My love, wonderful mouth that outbursts of happiness. My love, who has taken wherever she goes. Who's on candy boxes of Harlem, and the gate around
here. Come here, Grace. Isn't she lovely? Gee, that was fine. I mean that. I can see the faces out there. They look lovely at you. I mean that. And now, would you like to do another little number? Oh, that's too bad. Gracie doesn't feel very well, and she's going to a doctor and have an X-ray taken. And if they come out good, she's going to give me one. Isn't that lovely? All right, Gracie. That's lovely. And now for a decided novelty, I have great pleasure in introducing two boys who will eventually make a name for themselves, Van and Schenck.
Let's take a trip and go away. You're tired out, you need play.
Where to go, that's the thing. I don't know just where to go.
Every day, the same old grind. Something new, hard to find east or west.
Which is best, hard to tell.
Oh, boy, I know this quite well. If you don't like milk and honey, well, the sky's always sunny. If you don't like folks to say how to do, stay out of the South. If you don't like donkeys humming, if you don't like banjo strumming, if you don't like brown-eyed beautiful girls, stay out of the South.
And if you wander under the moon, magical marvelous sky,
dreaming those wonderful dreams, that's paradise. If you don't like palm trees swaying, while the birds and bees are playing, if you want to miss heaven on earth, stay out of the South. There's that South where the harmonies South right underneath those skies. Yes, can you lift the song? Do you have enough? Did just cry for more? South give us South the greatest place on earth. Love is in the air. I say you find love everywhere. But if you don't like milk and honey, well, the sky's always sunny. If you don't like folks to say how to do, stay out of the South. If you don't like donkeys humming, if you don't like banjo strumming, if you don't like brown-eyed beautiful girls, stay out of the South.
And if you wander under the moon, magical marvelous sky,
dreaming
and when you
those wonderful
dream,
dreams,
that's paradise.
oh, yoda-doda-doda-doda, oh, yoda-doda-doda. If you want to be heaven on earth, stay out of the South.
See, that was fine. And now I've been requested by Metro-Movietone to do a little number, for pay, of course. The little number that I'm going to sing is a little song entitled, "'Tis Better to Have Loved and Lost, Much Better." Since the world began, the girl expects the man to bring her tokens of his love. Some bring bags of gold their ladies love to hold, and jewels bright as stars above. But my sweetheart's ideals are so much higher, and here's how I fulfill her heart's desire. Every night I bring her Frankfurter sandwiches, How my baby loves those Frankfurter sandwiches, I tried to win her with flowers, all kinds of sweetness, till I found out my baby's weakness. Every night she whispers, thanks for the sandwiches, but I fear there's something wrong. Instead of her billing and cooing, all she starts doing is chewing. Frankfurter sandwiches, all night long, say. Every night I bring her
Frankfurter sandwiches.
How my baby loves those
Frankfurter sandwiches.
I tried to win her with candy, ice cream and custard. But how she likes hot dogs with mustard. Every night she whispers,
Frankfurter sandwiches.
but I fear there's something wrong. Listen, even when it was Yom Kippur, quietly I had to slip her Frankfurter sandwiches. All night long. And now for that very wonderful musical aggregation, the Capitolians.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce myself? My name is Jack Benny, and I was asked to be Master of Ceremonies for this occasion. Now, in this little offering, I have the extreme pleasure of presenting to you 8 leaders of the songwriting profession, whose melodies have done much to brighten up your days and my nights. Now, I know a lot of jokes have been told at the expense of songwriters, but do you ever stop and realize how much joy and happiness they bring into our lives? Now, take Lohengrin's Wedding March, for instance. There was a happy thought. I'd like to identify these boys for you, so in case you find them prowling around your home some nights, you'll know how to address them. First, I want you to meet Mr. Fred Fisher, who has been writing songs continually since the year 1800, or 1900, I mean. Starting with When You Know You're Not Forgotten by the Girl You Can't Forget, Peg of My Heart, Ireland Must Be Heaven, Chicago, and All Points West, including that sensational success, Dardanella. The Dardanelles, as you all know, are in the Orient, just 15 miles east of St. Paul. These prices. I didn't know they carried on like that in St. Paul. Pretty, too. I don't know whether or not you folks noticed that. A great many people are under the impression in writing a popular song that you merely sit down at the piano and dash it off. Now, that's a misnomer. Songwriters spend much of their time doing research work to get the correct data. Now, in writing The Japanese Sandman, Mr. Ray Egan spent many weeks amongst the Japanese and finally won a set of dishes at Coney Island. Mr. Egan also wrote Till We Meet Again, Ain't We Got Fun, and Sleepy Time Gal, but will play for us his favorite. The little lady you just heard sing had her nose lifted about a week ago so she could be heard in the balcony. Many of our stellar lights of the stage and screen today owe their position to the man who discovered them, Mr. Gus Edwards. If I were to mention all of the songs that Mr. Edwards has written, I'd perhaps be here for hours. But the one that we always associate him with is...
Days, dear old golden rule days, reading, writing, and arithmetic, taught to the tune of a hickory stick. You are my queen in a calico. I was your bashful barefoot beau, and you wrote on my slate
very good, Gus. Of course, that song was written way before my time. Now, friends, I want you to meet a very young composer, Mr. Dave Dreyer, who is just out of his teens, about 12 years out. Mr. Dreyer wrote Cecilia, Back in Your Own Backyard, There's a Rainbow Round My Shoulder, and his most beautiful melody, Me and My Shadow. You know, I think that's marvelous work on the part of Mr. Dreyer for the fact that he's only been in this country a short time. Mr. Dreyer came from Russia about 3 years ago, and as soon as he arrived in this country, he got a job as a radio announcer until he could speak English. There was a song composed recently that became an overnight sensation. I refer to that popular plaintive melody written by Mr. Roy Turk and Mr. Fred Ahlert, entitled Mean to Me. This, friends, is not their only meritorious composition, as they also have to their credit My Sweetie Went Away and I'll Get By As Long As I Have You. Mr. Turk writes these songs, and Mr. Ahlert translates them. Boys, give us that Mean to Me. That was real nice. I enjoyed that.
I'm glad you liked that.
What's your name, may I ask?
Babe Flick.
Dave Blake. Isn't that cute? Have you been singing long?
Oh, no, just a short time.
Really? Well, I enjoy your work very much.
Thank you, Mr. Benny.
Are you here alone?
No, I'm with my mother.
Your mother. The next songwriter I want to introduce to you...
Mr. Benny.
Please. Now may I present Mr. Nacio Herb Brown, the composer at the piano, and Mr. Arthur Freed, the lyricist, who who also writes the words. These two boys wrote Doll Dance, Broadway Melody, You Were Meant for Me, The Pagan Love Song, and The Wedding of the Painted Doll.
It's a holiday, today's the wedding of the painted doll. It's a jolly day, the news is spreading all around the hall. Red Riding Hood and Buster Brown, the jumping jack jumped into town. From far and near, they're coming here. Church bells ringing, bringing all the little dollies from the follies with their painted cheeks. Little Mama Doll has fussed around for weeks and weeks. Shoo the blues, no time to lose. Rice and shoes will spread the news. But it's a holiday, today's the wedding of the little painted doll.
I've come to the conclusion that it's a very simple matter to write a popular song. I mean, the way these boys write it. Because after all, what do? They rhyme a lot of words like babbling brook and shady nook and moon and June and spring and ring, and they're all alike. And after all, you don't need much of a vocabulary to write a song. You merely say pupper-a-pup and bodeo-do, and you have it. Now, I wrote a song a short time ago, that is the words to a song, and I've omitted those common phrases like babbling brook and shady nook and moon and June, and the only trouble is I have no melody to it. Say, do you boys think that you could write a melody to these words on the spur of the moment?
Sure. Of course. Certainly. Absolutely.
Boys seem to be in doubt. Gus, will you take the first two lines? There you are, Gus.
Look for a nook by a babbling brook. Brook.
Did I write that?
Of course.
Say, you've got to have a brook running through a song. Silly to write a song without a brook.
Well, here goes.
Look for a nook by a babbling brook. When you've got a little spot where no one can look.
Fine, Gus. Thanks. It was great. Fred, will you take this next strain, find a shady tree, and get yourself a girl and boy? Novel, isn't it?
Find a shady tree, get yourself a girl and boy.
That was pretty. Mr. Fisher, will you take these next two lines right there?
Perfume the air with some...
Hey, wait a minute. Pardon me. You know, this picture is going to play someplace besides Milwaukee, I think. I'll read this for you. Perfume the air with some flowers rare. Paint your sky a blue on high. Be sure they both care. Sounds familiar. That's fine. By the way, Mr. Fisher, if I were you, I'd be a little bit careful. You're commencing to lose your hair. Mr. Fisher, by the way, is the only songwriter that I know of who gets his hair cut with his hat on. Dave. Oh, I beg your pardon. I forgot to introduce Mr. Dave Snell. Of course, you all remember his brother, Mach. Dave, will you take this next strain? Now, listen. Dave, this is really the most important part of the whole chorus. You know what I mean? It's right in the middle of the chorus. Swear to love each other and to share each other's joy. And what I want in there is a great big punch. You know what I mean? Just bring it right up. A great big punch there. Is that all?
That's the punch.
The punch. Ray. Oh, Ray, I'm so sorry. I forgot all about you. Folks, I want you to meet Mr. Ray Heindorf, who hasn't composed anything, but we needed 8 pianos in the act. Ray, will you take yours right here, please?
Make sure it's June. Make sure the moon shines down from above. Make sure it's June. Say, I thought you weren't going to use the word June.
You rhyme August. strain we've had yet. Mr. Egan, you're next. Right there, Dave, take yours right there, please. Read that. Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I forgot all about that. An andere Sache, vergess nicht die Ring. En sei sicher, du hast a Song, die ganze Welt kann singen. Verstehst? Thank you.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Benny.
He learns quickly. Herb, I wonder if I'm going to have any trouble with you.
Oh, I'll dabble with it, old boy.
You'll what?
I'll dabble with it, old boy.
You'll dabble with it?
Yeah.
If you do, I'll redabble you. That's fine. Now, boys, all play it together, and if it's a hit, then I'm wrong.
Look for a note by a babbling grove when you've got a little spot where no one can blow. Find a shady tree and get yourself a girl and boy. And then you perfume the air with some flowers rare. Paint your sky a blue and high, be sure they both swear. Swear to love each other and to share each other's joy. Make sure it's true. Make sure the moon shines down from up above. Bring on your clouds. Give them a chance to love. Just one more thing. Don't forget the ring. And be sure you've got a tune the whole world can sing. That's the verse of a popular song. Look for a note by a magic brook when you got a little spot where no one can love. Find a shady tree and get yourself a girl and boy. And then you perfume the air with some flowers rare. Make your sky blue and high, be sure they won't flare. Swear to love each other and to share each other's joy. Make sure it's true. Make sure the moon shines down from up above. Bring on your cloud. Give them a chance to love. Just one more thing. Don't forget the ring. And be sure you got a tune the whole world can sing. That's the verse of the popular song.
Here's Harry. Ladies and gentlemen, having been duly appointed Master of Ceremonies, I take great pleasure in introducing the 5 Locust Sisters. I want you to know something about the Locust Sisters. They studied 2 years in Paris, 4 years in Berlin, and 6 years in vain. Their first little number is a little song dedicated to their mother-in-law entitled, I Used to See You in My Dreams. Now I can't sleep anymore. Thank you.
Smiling at nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies, bluebird, sing a little song, bluebird. come along and blow me away. But I wouldn't hate her. I'm walking on air since that certain party said, I love you. Say I'd walk a mile to get fresh air. I'd walk a million miles if he were there. That's a whole day's walking. So go right down, buy me the ring, and when you hear the congregation sing, here comes the bride, why I'll be walking by his side. Why even rain looks like sunshine, I'm so happy today. A cyclone could come along and blow me away, but I wouldn't care. I'm walking on air since that certain party said, I love you. Here's the blues and
that wonderful recording artist.
Harry, your best friend is making love to your wife out here.
Don't be ridiculous. And now, ladies and
Harry,
gentlemen...
your best friend is making love to your wife out here.
Pardon me, my friends. This is unfinished business. My best friend. I don't even know the fellow. And now for that wonderful recording artist, Mr. Johnny Marvin.
What a beautiful day, not a cloud up in the sky. Guess I ought to be happy, but I'm not, and you know why. Pretty flowers in bloom, little birds in every tree. But if you don't love me, dear, what does it mean to me? The birds are singing, what do you care what they're singing if you don't love me? The spring is bringing, what do I care what it's bringing if you don't love me? The sun is shining, but it don't have to be. 'Cause rain or shine, what does it matter to me? My heart is aching, what do you care if it's breaking if you don't love me? The sun is shining, but it don't have to be. 'Cause rain or shine, what does it matter to me? My heart is aching, what do you care if it's breaking if you don't love me?
That was fine. And now for a wonderful little girl, a youngster who has just closed with the Greenwich Village Follies, Miss Rose Marie Sinnott. Come, Rose. Rose, I want you to know, is a marvelous dancer, and she has danced before the Prince of Wales came to this country. Rose, do your best for your lovely public. I know they're going to love you. Thank you, Jean. that really was lovely, and I mean that. And now I've been requested to sing a little song, so I'll sing the prologue from Pagliacci, if you will, Jean. Brigitara, mentre presso and Oliria, le frandate. I wish those stagehands would stop hammering over there. Please, an artist is singing. Pardon me. Brigitara, mentre presso and Oliria. Why don't you stagehands stop that when an artist is doing a number?
Why don't you sing something you know?
What is this power I have over the union? I think, though, it's a good idea, so I'll sing a little song entitled, That's My Mammy. Thank you, Jean. Say, old pal, by the way, old pal, I hear you're going south. Try and see my mammy for me. She lives way down in Tennessee. You may meet walking down the street like strangers often do. Say, if you'll allow, I'll try right now to describe my mammy to you. If you should see a soul that's happy, strolling with a gray head of happy, that's my mammy. And if you see that she's wearing glasses, smiling at each one that passes, that's nobody else but my mammy. And if you see a silver-haired old lady sitting with her knitting very shady, why just mention me, watch her expression. Then if she should say, God bless him, give her all my love, 'cause that's my mammy, mammy, mammy. The sun shines east, the sun shines west, but I know where that sun shines best. And if you see the dear silver that shines in her hair, and that brow that's all furrowed and wrinkled with care, why just mention me, watch her expression. Then if she should say, God bless him, give her all my love, 'cause that's my mammy. And now for that wonderful American baritone, George Dewey Washington, singing On the Road to Mandalay.
By the old bull mine tag out of, look and eastward to the sea. There's a Burma girl lost at in, and I know she thinks of me. For the wine is in the palm trees, and the temple bells they say, come you back, you British soldier, come you back, you hear their paddles a-chunking from a run-a-goon to Mandalay. On the road to Mandalay, where the fly and the fishes play, and the dawn comes up like a thunder out of a China, across the bay. Now ship me somewheres east of Suez, where the best is like the West, where there are no 10 commandments, and a man can raise a fist. For the temple bells are calling, and 'tis there that I would be, by the old Woolmine pagoda, looking lazy at the sea, looking lazy at the sea. Back to Mandalay, when the old flotilla lay. Can't you hear their paddles a-chunking from a run-a-goon to Mandalay? On the road to Mandalay, where the fly and the fishes play, and the dawn comes up like a thunder out of the China, across the bay.
Hello, folks. My name is Jack Pepper. I'm supposed to act as a sort of master ceremonies, you know, to introduce each artist on the bill. First, I want you to meet two very pretty little girls who will just sing a song, but how they sing it. The Ponce sisters.
Hop in my car, come along, see how happy we are. And you find heaven's not very far, 10 little miles from town. And you open your eyes, you're in the morning when the sun starts to rise, and the sky that's blue in the sky, 10 little miles from town. You'll find a stream where white lilies flow, where you can dream in a rickety boat. So come for a day, like today, put your worries away, and it's the one that you want to stay, 10 little miles from town. I see the daffodils nodding in the breeze, hear the pretty little whippoorwills humming melody. It's heaven, 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 10 little miles from town. I see the silver moon shining at the door, see the little round rose bloom round the cottage door. It's heaven, 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 10 little miles from town. Start climbing up the hill like a Jack and Jill, Lordy, what a thrill. You'll find a pretty stream where pretty white lilies flow, where you can dream in a rickety, rickety boat. So come for a day, and you'll find that all your cares and troubles will burst like bubbles, and you'll want to stay 10 little miles from town.
And now I have a very pleasant little surprise for you. Two charming daughters of Mr. and Mrs. Terpsichore, the Reynolds sisters. Come on, kids. Aren't they cute, huh? You kids do a nice, cute little hot dance and I'm sure you'll get a great big hand. Go ahead. They're very dumb, though. Very. I've been knowing them for a long time. They used to work. Oh, they're very dumb. I used to, no kidding. I used to go with one of them. They used to work over in the 5 and 10 cent store over at Woolworth's, but they were fired because they couldn't remember the prices. No doubt you folks have all heard that wonderful voice of that famous Irish tenor, Mr. John McCormick. Well, we have an Irish tenor with us, Mr. Joseph Regan, who will sing "When Irish Eyes Are Smiling" exactly like Mr. McCormick would sing it if Mr. McCormick would sing it exactly like Mr. Regan.
There's a tear in your eye, and I'm wondering why, for it never should be there at all. With such power in your smile, sure a stone you'd beguile, and never a teardrop should fall. When your sweet lilting laughter's like some fairy song, and your eyes twinkle bright as can be, you should laugh all the while, and all other times smile. And now smile, a smile for me. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like a morning spring, and the lilt of Irish laughter you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world is bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away.
Hello, I'm going to try and sing a little song on this pork chops here. It's a little song I wrote myself entitled "Blue Skies" by Irving Berlin. Very pretty. 3 more payments in your mind, honey. I love this thing. Oh, the wise men say there's just one way to heaven, but the wise men may be wrong once in a while. 'Cause I'm on my way right now, and I realize somehow that the way I found is great, that's why I smile. I'm in love and I'm so glad, she's the sweetest girl I've had, and she loves me, ain't that too bad? Not too short, not too tall, she's just made for me, that's all. She's heavenly, ain't that too bad?
She thinks that I'm just right. We never fight. She told me she was wealthy. What a break, for goodness sake. The girl's both rich and healthy. She won't marry me somehow. She says she's got 2 husbands now. If that's the truth, ain't that too bad? Thank you ever so much. With your approval, I'm going to offer the Scottish national anthem entitled, I Can't Give You Anything But Love. Dear, it's been years since we parted, years filled with tears and regret. I've been alone, broken-hearted, trying so hard to forget. Girl of my dreams, I love you. Honest, I do. You are so sweet. If I could just hold your charms again in my arms, then life would be complete. Since you've been gone, dear, life don't seem the same. Oh, please come back again. And after all said and done, there's only one girl of my dreams. It's you. Girl of my dreams, I love you. Honest, I do. You are so sweet. If I could just hold your charm again in my arms, then life would be complete. Since you've been gone, dear, life don't seem the same. Oh, please come back again. And after all said and done, there's only one girl of my dreams. It's you. Thank you ever so much. Now I have a very pleasant task. You folks all remember that clever little star that used to sing M-I-S-S. Oh, what you used to sing and the rest of it. I take great pleasure in presenting little Frances White of musical comedy fame.
I'd hate to be a camel, 'cause a camel never drinks. And besides, the camel's back is full of humps. An ostrich, that's a funny bird. It's just a rubberneck. And if I were one, I'd hate to have the mumps. Now, an owl's all right, but he never sleeps at night. And an owl only sees well in the dark. There's just one thing I'm jealous of, and will be till I die. Oh, I envy every monkey in the park. Gee, I'd like to be a monkey in a zoo. Why, you never find a monkey feeling blue. And you needn't wear no gaiters. You get nice boy potatoes and a lot of other little goodies.
like to be a monkey in the dew. Why, you never have a bit of work to do. No one scolds you for your manners. All you do is eat bananas. Gee, I like to be a monkey in a dew. I hate to be an elephant. They're as clumsy as can be. And nobody ever loves you when you're fat. An eagle, that's a pretty bird, but he can't fly in a cage. So there ain't any sense in being that. Now a squirrel's not so very bad, 'cause they lead merry lives. I've often thought to be one must be fine. But a squirrel's mind's uncertain. Gee, you don't know where you're at. Why, a squirrel might go nutty anytime. Gee, I'd like to be a monkey in a zoo. Why, you never find a monkey feeling blue. And you needn't wear no gaiters. You'll get nice boy potatoes and a lot of other little goodies too. Gee, I'd like to be a monkey in a zoo. Why, you never have a bit of work to do. You just lay your paw on the shelf and you scratch and scratch yourself. Gee, I like to be a monkey in a zoo.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jack Pepper. I'm the master of ceremonies in this little Metro Movietone Revue. Now, in case you folks don't know what a master of ceremonies is, I'll tell you. He's a sort of a genial pest who comes out to announce everyone's act, and he's supposed to be so bad himself, he makes everyone else's act seem good. Now, in case I don't seem quite bad enough, just let me know, and I assure you I can be much worse. The first act I have the pleasure of announcing is Mr. Joseph Regan, the popular tenor singing Through My Window of Dreams. Maybe you folks didn't know that dreams have windows. Well, they have, and very often they need cleaning. Now, after Mr. Regan has finished, pardon me, after Mr. Regan is finished, you folks are supposed to be very, very generous with your applause. And remember, I'll be standing right back there in the wings listening to your generosity. I thank you.
When shadows gather and day takes its flight, I live in the past, so it seems. Gently I open the shutters of night and look through my window. Of dreams, I see her tonight, while the silvery moon is shedding its light. You're not forgotten, although you are gone. I still remember my lovely lingers on. Through my window of dreams, I see her each night.
Wasn't he great? Did you notice his clothes? I made him. Did you notice his voice? I taught him. Yes, indeed. I can even sing higher than he can. I'll show you. Ramona! You folks will have to pardon me. I'm just at that age where my voice is changing. But I don't care, though. I have a lot of fun when my voice is changing. I walked over to the drugstore a little while ago, and I went up to the drug clerk, and I said, will you give me a bar of soap and a box of Lux? He said, one fell at a time, please. And now I have the honor of announcing two very charming little girls, the PONCE sisters, who will sing You Have No Idea. And I'll tell you something. I took the two little girls out to lunch today, and after seeing the bill, I have no idea that I'll ever take them out again. Oh, but they're great little girls. Shh. I don't want Mr. Regan to hear this, but he just bet me $50 a few minutes ago. He bet me $50 that the little girls wouldn't be a big hit. So put them over big, will you? Put them over, with a bang, for the sake of my 6 little babies. I'll be standing right over there listening. So long.
This girl has boys all craving, sets them raving every time they see her passing along. What a girl, she's a real life header, a sweetheart getter. When I tell you, I'm not telling you wrong. Has she lips all the boys adore? Does she know what she's got them for? Oh, you have no idea. Has she eyes that are full of love? Do they show what she's thinking of? Oh, you have no idea. I want to tell you, she's got that what folks can't explain. And say that what would make young Lindbergh burn his plane. Does she step when you take her out? Does she know what it's all about? Oh, you have no idea. See, does she make a lot of the college boys spend all the room and just to buy her toys? Oh, you have no idea. You can't imagine what she does to them. And does she vamp a lot of the thrush and soft, the junior seniors and the gray-head roughs? Oh, you have no idea. Between you and me and the lamppost, she's got a loud chum, say she is a dream. And with that loud chum, she wrecks the Princeton football team. Can she vamp any full-grown male? Could she make Harvard cheer for Yale? Oh, you have no idea. Weren't they delicious? You folks heard me speak of my 6 babies, didn't you? Well, those are 2 of them. Yes, and by my first wife, Clara. Oh, she was a wonderful girl. I'll never forget how I felt when I lost her. I haven't felt as good since. And now the next artist I have the pleasure of announcing, the voice of the South, George Dewey Washington, singing a song entitled Ready for the River. Shh, I don't want George to hear this, but he made a bet a few minutes ago. He made a bet that he wouldn't go over as big as Mr. Regan. So I bet George $500 it'd go a lot bigger. So put him over with a bang, will you? Or I'll be ready for the river. Now, I'll be standing right over there listening. So long.
Tell the world I'm all through with it. No more will I moan. Burn my home, what can I do with it? I can't live all alone. No need wasting time. I just know that I'm ready for the river, the shivery river, the river that rolls down to the sea. I'm gonna drown my trouble and leave just a bubble to indicate what used to be me. I made my will, I wrote some notes. I'm gonna keep a walking till my filth hat flows. I said I'm ready for the river, the shivery river. So get that river ready for me. Swanee River, Mississippi, old Missouri, Wabash too.
if I had you all around me, hey, I'd jump into all of you. Bring on your water, cold and deep, from your bosom let me sleep. Islands and you, Amazon, all your rivers, bring 'em on, bring 'em on, bring 'em on, bring on your rivers, bring 'em on, because I'm ready for the river, the shivery river, the river that rolls down to the sea. I'm gonna drown the trouble, I'm gonna leave just a bubble to indicate what used to be me. Now get away from me. I don't want you to give me none of your advice, because I'm going down 3 times and I'm coming up twice, because I'm ready for the river, that shivery river, yes, that river ready for me. I'm right, yes, that river ready for me.
Wasn't he great? Did you notice his clothes? I made them. Yes, sir. The worst part about me, I don't know how good I really am. Now, the next artist, I have the pleasure of introducing Miss Ella Shields in a number entitled The King's Navy. Miss Shields has won triumphs in England, America, and Oshkosh. Now, listen, the little Ponces has just bet me a few minutes ago, they bet me $50 that she wouldn't go over as good as they. No, they would, yeah, that's right. She wouldn't go over as good as they. Now, put them over big, will you? And I'll be standing, put her over big, will you? I'll be standing right over there listening. So long.
The governor said like a wise old dad, time you choose a trade, my lad. I sit right that very night. I joined the King's Navy. I dipped my ensign through the crew, saucy yet polite, when Admiral Beatty winked and said, now Britain is all right. And the captain said he to me, Bill, my lad, put it there, matey. I said right, gripped him tight, both of them were pals. Then I told one tale and he told two. And you talk about the sea being blue, well, you know the sort of tales they'd be, with a captain and a minute in the King's Navy. One day alongside of the old grey key, I slipped off mysteriously, stayed on shore an hour or more, and met 2 charming girls. I linked them all around the town, spent all I could afford, but what a bloomin' row there was when I got back on board. And the captain said he to me, Bill, my lad, this is mutiny. You've had 2 girls, golden curls, linking them round all day. Then he cursed and swore for the crew to see, and whispered when they'd gone to tea, next time you've 2, save 1 for me, or I'll stop your trickle pudding in the King's Navy. We cruised around on the ocean blue, reached the Isle of Timbuktu, where the gals are tip-top swell, and love us sailor men. I read of them in picture books, didn't think it true, so I reached down the skipper's glass to try and get a view. And the captain said he to me, Bill, my lad, what a jubilee. These female beaux wear darn few clothes. The climate is much too warm. Then the boatswain said, that's quite right, sir. And the farther you go, the less they wear. You should have heard the captain swear at me, 'cause he couldn't get a taxi in the King's Navy.
Wasn't she splendid? Huh? Did you notice her voice? I taught her. Did you notice her clothes? I made them. Yes, sir. And now let me introduce the greatest artist in this review, Mr. Jack Pepper. And I want you to know that Mr. Pepper is a self-made man. But every now and then, everyone turns out a bum job. Now listen, folks, they're all back there listening to see how much applause I'm going to get. And cause I bet them all, $50 that I would be the hit of this review. And if I lose, I'll have to go back to selling ladies' hosiery. Now I have the pleasure of introducing that great artist and sterling fella, Mr. Jack Pepper. He's standing right back there now, so I'll go right off here and listen. Hey, that stranger, there's something on my mind. I'm in danger most all the time. I never killed and never stole, but I done something, got myself in a hole. Hey there, stranger, my conscience hurts me so, 'cause I got a mama down in New Orleans, another mama up in Maine. I don't know which one I like the best. I think I like 'em both the same. I've got two sweet mamas, gotta keep them apart, 'cause one is my living and the other one's my heart. I've got a mama down in New Orleans, another mama up in Maine. I said, I think I like 'em both the same. I'm going to the mountains, sit down on a log, 'cause I'm too good a papa to be treated like a dog. I've got a mama down in New Orleans, another mama up in Maine. That's funny, only one hand, I bought 2 tickets. Maybe the next will be better, huh? Get low down. Hey, Lois! There it goes again. Not yours. Hey, Lois, woman, with your diamond. Hey, Lois, woman, with your diamond. that's the end of our little Metro Movietone review. This is the last you'll see of me today. So get one long, last, languorous, lingering look at little Jackie, you lucky public. So long.
pleasure that I introduce for your approval Madame Azusa, our golden-voiced canary. She was born in a bird cage and later studied extensively in Europe. I will try so very hard to show you some opera, and I'll try to satisfy and please you so. Watch me sit upon the birdie way up in the tree, sing a little song for me. Birdie, you are very shy. When to capture you I try. You go flying off somewhere above. Delay, birdie, won't you stay? To your song I've listened till. I know every note and trill. Maybe if you'd only try, you could teach me how to fly. Won't you come to me? Trees bear leaves and blossoms fair, to Capitolians so they both go bare. Eve took her tip from me. That's how fashion started to be. If you're short or tall or fat or thin, but Dame Fashion tells you, you wrap your your baby's a lady with the best makeup heels. But grown-ups swear, so can we. Just look us over and see. Goodbye to Bill and Pinafore. Mademoiselle Modiste has 10 seconds more. According to Dame Fashion's code, we're the babies on the moon. We're the babies on the moon. Frocks and frills, frocks and frills. Your baby's a lady with the best makeup deals. But grown-ups wear, so can we. Just look us over and see. Goodbye to Bill and Pinafore. Mademoiselle Modiste has 10 seconds more. According to Dame Fashion's code, we're the babies on the moon. We're the babies on the moon.
I fear nobody. In the pale moonlight, when the moon shines bright, you can hear those darkies singing night and day, and the banjos hum, and the darkies drum. Oh me, oh my. Take a look at me and see the pickaninnies picking cotton on the battlefield of old Black Joe. Take a look on you, see my Alabama men making flapjack from Fulmo. Ship ahoy! I fear nobody. And the rap, tap, tap of the bugle call, it's calling me, it's calling one and all, and the zoom, zoom, zoom of the piccolo, oh me, oh! 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven, Dixieland is paradise. 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven, ha 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 ha. Giddy up, Pembo, giddy up, Ginsburg. Mississippi is calling to me. A doctor, a date, gives an apple away in. Now see, eh? Ladies and people, also gentlemen, on account of the American people who are so crazy for the Russian art theater, the manager was producing this show was thinking of that maybe you would like to see such kind also. So for this reason, he is getting in communication with the Moscow players what's in Russia playing. And on the heavy expenses of wages, which he has to pay from these hectares, he has engaged them for this producement. To disappear before you in a musical, comical, typical, topical, talking picture. On account of the American people what does not understand the Russian language, these hectares will speak the plain English. Of course, I'm realizing myself, I'm talking the best English, but I'm doing the best I will. So with your kind intention and by special request, I am making myself the biggest pleasure. Why? Because because I am now going to introducing to you a girl by the name Marion Harris, who is going to sing to the highest degree, to the biggest extension, and to the finest capacity. Not only this. Goodbye.
Once I dressed in silks and lace on the Rolls-Royce too, had a lovely country place, diamonds quite a few. Now around his kitchen sink, happy as can be, I'm in love and love to think he's in love with me. We haven't money, and what is more, I see my future. There's nothing in store. Why do I say them? Oh, just because I'm funny that way. When he says he's sorry for dragging me down, keeps me from having the best things in town, I simply tell him, oh, don't be a clown. I'm funny that way. Oh, he hurts me when he says that he has a plan. He'll end it all so I can go to some better man. Now I'm only human, coward at best, but I'm more than certain I'd follow him west. That would be crazy. Maybe it would. I'm funny that
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you tonight to give you a lesson in history. I'm going to teach you something. You know that story about Christopher Columbus, the man what discouraged America? Well, I'm going to do that for you. Now, let me see how that goes now. Once upon a time, way back in sunny Spain, there lived a little queen by the name of Isabella. Isabella was the wife of a king, her husband. There was another fellow lived around here by the name of Christopher Columbus, a boatman. Now, everybody at that time thought that the world was flat. Boy, you're too flat. You've been standing too long. Everybody thought the world was flat except Columbus. So he went to the Queenie. Boy, I didn't know the Queen was like that. Anyway, he went to the Queenie, who was the Frau of the husband, the king. Say, listen here. Why is it every time I say king, you go on and trumpet? What's the matter with you? Well, anyway, he said to the Queen, he said, listen, Lizzie, he said, I want to discover this here America place, and I ain't got the dough, see? How about you give me your necklace and the diamonds from your goddess? She said, I'll give it to goddess, providing you take them off yourself. She said, but if the king catches you touching my lower extremities, he will throw you out of the house. After he was thrown out of the house, He cashed the jewelry in Uncle Jake's pawn shop. Then he grabbed himself a notion in the head, which gave him water on the brain, and he bought himself a boat. Then he grabbed himself a couple of sailors from the Navy Yard. He was itching to go yachting. Well, anyway, while he was out there in the middle of that ocean, the sailors was all getting mutiny. But Christopher, he cured that mutiny with kerosene and a fine comb. Then all of a sudden, the lookout up in the crow's nest, he looked up. Boy, a crow don't make that kind of noise. A crow just... That's the way a crow... Well, anyway, the lookout up in the crow's nest, he looked out and he saw an island. And on the shore from that island, who do you think was waiting for him, huh? Well, and you know one thing about Christopher? Now, wait a minute. Don't play that kind of... You get me? Christopher was... Wait a minute, listen. Well, I can't stand it no more. I've got to get to it. Boy, that's what you call messing around. Look here. You know one thing? Say, anybody can come out here and imitate one person, but I'm going to imitate three at one time. There's nobody else but the three Brock sisters. Now watch me. Boy, let me hear what kind of music you going to play for the introduction. Let me hear it.
kiss would be a revelation. So put a few in circulation. Stop stalling and start falling the way I fell for you. Hang on to me, hang on to me. I'd like to hang you on my family tree. Gotta get together, better start it now. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You're over there, I'm over here. Come over closer and lend me your ear. Gotta get together, better start it now. You run around, never found just what you've been looking for. Looking for now that I'm here. Tell me who could ask for more. Now that I know you've got the charms, I've got the love. Here in my arms you will fit like a glove. Gotta get together, better start it now. Heart hangs on to Tilford, Ham hangs on to eggs, flies hang on to fly paper, and garters hang on to legs. Salt hangs on to peppers, Scotchmen hang on to dough, fleas hang on to Airedales, shad hangs on to roe, hot dogs hang to mustard, oysters hang to stew. Everyone hangs on to someone, but all I hang on is you. You run around, never found just what you've been looking for. Looking for now that I'm here. Tell me who could ask for more. Now that I know you've got the charms, I've got the love. Here in my arms you will fit like a glove. Gotta get together, let's start it now. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
A tiller of the soil, with sweat upon his brow, kept singing merrily, and when I asked him how he could smile through it all, I heard him say, I'm the wealthiest man in the world today. My castle is only a cabin, my crown is the blue of the sky. Only 3 people reign in my little domain. My mother, my sweetheart, and I never could be more contented if treasures before me were held with the ones whom I love, and his blessings above. I'm the wealthiest man in the world. Nobody knows but you what you made me go through,
tears. One thing I know is true. I love you, yes, I still love you, in spite of all that you've done. Although I'll never forget you broke every vow, however, that's all forgiven now. I miss you, if I could kiss you, I'd gladly pay with a tear. I ought to hate you for breaking my heart, but I still love you, dear.
There's a German man we know who owns a dog named Fritz, and he's always teaching him to do all sorts of tricks.
Now, we live right above him, and when we're in our room,
here's what we hear him yelling each morning, night, and noon. Jump, Fritz, show me your clever. Jump, Fritz, show me your clever. If you do this trick all right, then you won't have no sorrow. But if you don't do it, you'll be sausages tomorrow. Come, jump, jump, up you go. Fritz, show me your clever. Else you go right in the river. Come on, Fritzy, nothing phony. If you don't, you'll be baloney. Jump, Fritz, I feed you liver. Shut up, shut up. Come over master here. Ladies and gentlemen, this dog here has barked all over Europe through the aid of Ehlert over...
Hey, what do you think? I'm going to bark here all night?
All right. Jump, Fritz. Come on, up you go. Show me you're clever. Jump, Fritz. Next. Up, clever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh me, oh my, I never. You think I stand here and count myself up forever?
Go ahead.
Come on, jump, Fritz. Up, show me you're clever. Else you go right in the river. Come on now and don't shake that butts. If you don't, I feed you mutts. Jump, Fritz. I feed you,